Years ago, I had a really good friend in high school, a male, and this was my really good friend. We liked hanging out and talking, and then he got a girlfriend. How dare he? I didn't want him to be my boyfriend, so I was okay that he had a girlfriend. But where I struggled was when he decided he wanted to spend time with her, and I lost some of my friendship time with him. How dare he? So one day over lunch, I went in and made a demand that he quit talking to her right then and there and come out in the hall and talk to me. And if he didn't, our friendship was over. Lovely, immature teenager that I was at the time. Well, that didn't land well. And he didn't come out, and our friendship didn't end. And we have been friends since. And while I had no authority on which to make those demands, there are times in our lives as Christians, we have authority to make some kinds of demands. And first, I want to share a story about Elijah. So in 1 Kings 19, we have Elijah who has just gone to battle with the prophets of Baal, 400 of them. And he showed that God is Lord of heaven and earth, and God came through in a powerful way. After this mighty show of power, Elijah killed the prophets of Baal. And then with Jezebel, Queen Jezebel, hot on his trail, he fled from northern Israel all the way down to Mount Sinai. He's there waiting in a cave, and God comes and says, Elijah, what are you doing here? And he says, I've been very zealous for my God. All these people have turned away from you, God, but only I am left to defend your honor. Here we see zealousness, which is really important. It's the burning desire for something, but really it's also jealousy for. We see that here with Elijah being so jealous for God's honor that he has upheld it in a mighty way. And it's not something that we just say, oh, God would never do that, because we look at Exodus 20 where God is setting the 10 commandments. And when he says, do not worship any other idols, or anything you've made with your hands, don't worship the sun, the moon, the stars, those things. He says, because I am a jealous God. God has a rightful place of authority from which to stand. He is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And when he says he is a jealous God, it's because he demands, and he has the right to demand, exclusive service. This is what Elijah was upholding for God, is that right to exclusive service. My friends, we are to be zealous for God's honor in such a way that also defends that honor of God. There's no one else on earth, no one else in heaven. He is King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and we need to stand up for him. Something to think about this week.